quite frankly, are much more tolerant of people they don't like. It's the liberals who are purists, especially the ones in this town. They're the ones who, like, if you don't agree with me 1,000,000%, I don't even want to know you.
In this video, Bill Maher welcomes Captain Kirk, also known as William Shatner, onto his Club Random podcast. In one of his most lucid moments, Bill Maher goes off when Shatner suggests that Kamala Harris was a good presidential candidate. With that, let's watch Bill Maher wreck a liberal elite and school him as to why the Democrats lost the election.
He lives and works in Hollywood and Canadian and, probably a liberal. But, I don't feel like most people in this country hate, uh, especially the conservatives, quite frankly, are much more tolerant of people they don't like. It's the liberals who are purists, especially the ones in this town. They're the ones who, like, if you don't agree with me 1,000,000%, I don't even want to know you. That's one of the reasons they lost. They have a bad attitude.
I don't know why the Democrats lost. I don't understand why the Democrats lost.
Well, people will be writing books about it for years, many reasons. Part of it was, Biden should not have stayed on so long.
That I understand. But inflation, prices have come down. The economy is good. I mean, I don't know why they voted against her.
Well,
against the party.
I certainly could go on and on about that. But basically, she was not a great candidate, let's be honest. When they asked,
why isn't she a great candidate? She combined several trends of thought here: black, woman.
That's not a candidate. Those are, that's identity politics. That's one of the Democrats.
Those are elements.
Those are nobody elects. I mean, yeah, people are tribal. There are some people who will vote just for the person who looks like them or is like them. But obviously, I think this proves you got to go a lot further than that. You can't just be woman, black person. I mean, Trump got a.
Here's the thing, as much as everything that William Shatner is saying is really stupid, this is good, like, for any folks out there that haven't really seen, like, the Hollywood liberal bubble. This is what you get out of it. You can see he's not being argumentative. He genuinely believes that, like, well, I don't understand. She seems so wonderful. Because you got to think, in California, in any circles that William Shatner's hanging out in, 99.9% of the time, everyone is praising the Democrats and saying how bad Donald Trump is. So that's all he hears. So clearly he wasn't that invested in it, but from his kind of cursory view of what he sees every single day, it was like he probably thought, oh, Kamala's just going to destroy Donald Trump, because that's the lie the Democrats were telling everyone. LA, Hollywood is Democrat central. So if you've got a narrative believed by 75% of the Democrat Party in LA, 99% of the citizens there believe it. I mean, guy, you go talk to anyone on the street there that pays attention to politics or considers themselves to, and you ask them questions like looking for a specific narrative, I guarantee you the vast majority of people will just go down a list of bullet talking points that sound identical to the mainstream liberal media. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Quarter of black men, that's 25%.
I know.
He didn't do much better in generally because the women are very much against him, but he killed it with Latinos. If there's any great irony in this election, is that the guy who came down the escalator 10 years ago talking about the rapists, they keep giving him more of their votes. And again, I understand this.
Why? Tell me what you understand.
I will. Democrats don't understand their own constituencies. If you're a Mexican-American, who do you fear taking your job? The guy who just came in through the border. Of course they like the guy who says, I'm going to keep everybody out.
But he didn't say I'm keeping everybody out. Well, I'm going to send everybody out.
Okay, but the Democrats could have won this election in a walk, I think. Not a walk, but I think they could have won it if Biden got out earlier. They had a true primary season to find the best candidate. Not just one whose turn was it, who, by the way, before they anointed her, nobody was sort of on the page that she was very good at being a candidate. Or
she failed. the first time.
Okay. So if they had done that, and then the pointless reversing of Trump's border policy,
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
which was remain in Mexico, and not everything counts as asylum. The Democrats' fatal flaw is they always have to look like the good people. So they reversed that and let in too many people. Not that we shouldn't be a nation of immigrants, but it just was a lawless shit show for years. And people noticed, and then they started to send them, the Democrats' hypocrisy was called out because the people in the northern cities who were like, we welcome everybody. And then the governors on the border states were like, okay, well, here they are. Enjoy this busload.
What hasn't been talked about to the extent I will be is the unrest, given global warming, of millions of people wanting to get somewhere else. And somewhere else is like the United States. There are millions of people that will.
You guys see that I tried, right? You heard me. I tried not to be too hard on William Shatner. But the second I hear something like global warming come out of your mouth, and that's a big concern we're going to have to worry about, I pretty much dismiss everything you say after that. It's like using the word colonizer or white privilege or something. I can't pay attention to you or take you seriously anymore after that. I think Bill articulated something there in his very good analysis as to why Kamala Harris lost the election. He talked about Biden's first day in office reversing all of Donald Trump's border policies that were keeping crossings at the lowest they'd been in a long time. And Bill's so right. I mean, there's no spinning that. There's no getting around that. With a stroke of a pen, Biden single-handedly permitted these 10 to 20 million or more illegal immigrants that have come into our country during the time he was in office. And I think we all know that that's part of the plan, but it's so blatant. And I guess my point was they can't hide from the fact that the border issue is all on them. And by Biden making those decisions, I think it just solidified the fact that one of the biggest issues in the election was caused by them. Had it not been for the Democrat Party being in existence, there wouldn't have been such a severe border problem. And that was just apparent to the American people. And like I said, there was no spinning their way out of it. Anyway, let's wrap up the video.
In the near future, want to leave their country because they can't live in it.
Yes. And look, I mean, it's going to happen here too. We could lose Florida.
Well, we will.
And if anybody
eventually
knows about losing Florida, it's Democrats. By the way, Florida, which used to be a swing state, is now just bright red. And you know why it is?
Him?
No.
The governor,
the influx of Latinos. So again, the irony of the Republicans accusing the Democrats, I don't think the Democrats are doing this, of purposely letting in all these Latin people to vote for Democrats. And then, in Florida, it worked out the other way.
Yeah.
They voted for the Republicans.
Well, the best laid plans everywhere, anytime, anywhere. What did he say? You have a plan, you get hit in the face, and
that's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, watch out for that global warming. You might want to start thinking about moving. I'm in Florida, so I'm terrified. But we want to hear from you. What did you guys think about this conversation between Bill Maher and William Shatner? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching. We will see you in the next one.